Wow, well, my dark night of the soul, I've had two. So, lucky me. No, I've had, so my first one was when I was 18 and I had ME, and it was, again, like, I didn't know if I was gonna live. I didn't know if I wanted to live. I didn't know if I'd ever get like a quality of life back, and that was what really made me stop. And I think it was then really that I learnt this connection with my body, only through very sort of what I want to say, like physical means, so like food, movement and exercise, things like that. And as I say, it sort of managed to get me back to health to an extent. And I could sort of live what you'd call a normal life. But I was just using these things in order to be that old version that had made me ill in the first place. And so I just think that that was my round one. And then I carried on for a lot of years. Obviously, it made me very scared when I was like that, because I had no financial security at all. And then I was so ill, like there were times when I was asleep for 20 hours a day. So being able to commit to a job or do anything was really challenging. And I just sort of declared to myself that I would never be in that situation again. You know, I'm going to make myself safe, and that had been my main motivating factor. So I'd sort of worked very hard, you know, on that sort of that chasing, and I did it quite well, and there were parts of it that I did enjoy. I'm not saying it was all, you know, some horrible time. It was exciting, you know, I was building a business, I was learning stuff. But it was all to get to a point where I was safe enough in case it ever happened again. It was like all very fear-driven. And so then I had my second dark night of the soul, round two, which was, so I'd sort of, along with like the corporate, that I'd call it more societal pressure, you know, the doing what you think you should be doing. And I'd done all of it, you know, so I'd done uni, I'd built my business, I was married, we lived in a lovely house, you know, all of the things that you would think go on this little tick box exercise. And it was just before lockdown, and I think we've been together for nearly 8 years in total. I can't remember how long we were married, but yeah, so it had been a really sort of serious relationship, and he just said he wanted a divorce. So long story short, obviously that happens, and then lockdown hits, and there was just this point where I'd lost my home, I'd lost a lot of the people that were close to me during that marriage, and then I'd lost, obviously, the sense of safety in the world, like lockdowns going on. You know, are we even going to survive this kind of fears? And yeah, I literally had my whole world around me just crash down. The business that I'd put all of that effort and survival, you know, into creating, that was all under threat. And yeah, it was just one of those times where I was like, why is this happening again? You know, I know, like, some of these things in the wider world are out of your control. And I was just so living my life out of fear. All of it was fear-based. And I started looking into and understanding, you know, why this was. And that was it. Like, I decided I was going to change my life. And I did. And as I was going through that whole process, I started writing the book. And I've only ever done it I won't write out of like, I have to write. I'll only write when I really want to write. And the concept came to me very gradually through those years. I sort of put it all together. And yeah, it's been like 5 years worth of work, traveling the world with my little pencil and pad. And yeah, then all the bits after, like getting it printed, getting it published. And yeah, here we are today.